Hi, Bad Jam. You asked, would you advise a newbie investor following buy to let as an strategy, even when rates and regs make it less attractive? Well, quite frankly, I think it's down to the individual circumstances. So, first thing I would be asking is, well, what is your core objective? What is it that you're doing it for to invest in property? Is it to replace your income? Then maybe buy to let, single buy to let may not be the right strategy. Is it to build wealth over time and pass it on? Then maybe buy to let, that could be a strategy that you follow. Is it because you want to build a property business and you want to then scale your wealth via that property? So depending on those kind of questions, then dictate what property strategy I normally then recommend people have a look at, because there are multiple property strategies. In fact, I've done most of them. I've done a single buy to let. We've got a large portfolio of HMOs. We've got we do commercial conversions, and in the last 10 years I've been teaching people how to buy multi-unit freehold blocks of bigger blocks of flats, and then converting them or splitting their titles to create much more value out of them. But the key here is to try to buy things below market value, add value to them, recycle all your cash by adding those value in, and then you can use that cash to build and buy the next property that comes along. So I would definitely say the regs and the rates have gone up significantly. You've seen a lot of my videos, they've gone from something in the region of around 3% before Liz Truss. We went up to about 7-8%. We're now back down to about 5.5%, which, quite frankly, I mean, in the last 15 years, people might feel this is crazy because when we've been used to 0.1% base rate. But what is true is 0.1% base rate was unheard of at that time. So 5% interest rate, borrowing rate, I mean, here is actually quite normal. So we are in the realms of normality. So 20 years ago, 5% was an actually good deal because people are willing to put money into for their savings, and then borrowers can actually borrow at 5% at 5% rate. So I think rates is something that we have to now get used to coming back to the old normal, I guess, not the new normal, the old normal at the 5% rate. So that just means that we have to make sure that the property stacks up and cash flows positively, even at the 5% rate. So you're stress testing the deal a lot higher. The other thing is, I mean, again, there's loads of videos I've talked about how to stress test, how to deal and analyze and everything. The regs bit is really, that's quite important, because in certainly the last 5 years or so, the regulations have become absolutely crazy, and a lot of it is for good value, but a lot of it is actually quite paperwork heavy, and if you miss one, you can be in a lot of trouble as well. So the cost of regulation has also gone up as well. So I'll leave you there and I'll answer on other questions.